Hi, welcome to the book 2 of our 1000 books challenge. Now, today's book is super interesting, very interesting, and I love the fact that it kind of connects with the previous book that I read, the first book. Now, this book is called Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It by Kamal Ravikant. Ravikant, yes, I got that right. And the previous book I read was called Dopamine Detox. So it's all part of self-growth. And from what I've learned from this book so far, it's like self-love is the greatest of them all, because Bible says love yourself, love your neighbors as you love yourself. But if you do not love yourself, how would you love other persons? How would you now love God? You get? So that's just my overview of what I've learned so far, but I'll give you a full breakdown of what the book says about self-love and all that it has to do. And self-love is so crucial to life that without self-love, it's impossible for you to grow yourself. Without self-love, there's a whole lot of things that can be wrong about your life. You might be stuck in a toxic relationship, but you don't see a reason to go out because you feel like, oh, whatever I'm receiving is the best I'm getting out of this. You don't love yourself, you don't value yourself. Your financials your money is going to reflect on how much you love yourself. Because there's a lot of things that could go wrong or go right when you love yourself or when you do not love yourself. So let me just jump right in and share what the book says about this. So in the first point here says, the secret to a successful life is in loving yourself. And this is the truth. So let me share my experience with you. I was at a point in my life where I was stuck. I was in university, no money, no sponsor, no support. And man, I was going through mad hunger, like premium hunger. And I'm like, I just keep asking myself, is this going to be the end of it? Is this the point where I am going to die? And of all the things to die of, or die of is going, I can't use the word die on YouTube. Okay, of all the things that could possibly, is going to be hunger, come on. No, I can't continue like this. I can't continue like this. How can I just do better for myself? How can I put myself in a better position? So I had to literally that was a push. But the person's way that no matter where they are, they're like, I'm good. Well, yeah, I'm grateful for what I don't have and what I have. They don't see a need to survive for themselves, at least for themselves, because it starts with you. So self-love is the foundation for anything, successful life, successful marriage, whatever thing. You have to, first of all, love yourself enough to know what love. You have to experience it. I don't know how much more to use this. So the author talked about how he struggled with a bad relationship and a lot of things, but through self-love, he was able to revive, and we'll break down what his meaning of self-love is. So the next thing we have here is only in loving yourself will life love you back. Only in loving yourself will life love you back. And I learned this from a friend, Peter. His name is Peter Kajovo. Mr. Peter is the happiest person I have met in this entire world. Especially in Nigeria, because living condition in Nigeria is crazy enough to just mess with you and make you literally hate everything, including yourself. But he has been very intentional. This man is super intentional about being happy. And it inspires me. I learned that from him. And personally in my life, I realized that there was a point in my life where I was all workaholic. All I was doing was just work. I didn't really care about myself. And there was a time where I was like, no, this can't be it. The point of working is just to give myself a good life. So what is the meaning of good life for me? And how can I give myself that good life that I promised myself before I started working this hard? So I had to transform myself, wrote a list of things I wanted to do for fun, swimming, games. And I started doing those things. And I just started sharing them online, WhatsApp status. And all of a sudden, I just started getting this flow of all of a sudden, it's like everybody just loved me. Oh my God. Where were you guys? For real? So in reality, people kind of see through you. They see how well you love yourself, and nobody would ever love you more than you love yourself. Always know that. No matter what people love you, they always love you with the equivalent to how much you love yourselves. So my friends know that I love watches a lot. So they see how much I kind of invest in watches, or how many watches I have, not the only watches I have. So I feel like if somebody was supposed to give me a good gift, they would say, oh, this guy likes watches, because they would literally, it's easier for someone to give me a watch. But let's say I was a super fast person. I wear flip-flops a lot, and I'm just very People will, okay, maybe if you give him, they will even think of, if I buy him something valuable, maybe he might not value it because he doesn't, I have a friend, somebody I wanted to give a watch to, but now I realized, this person not wear. I've never seen this person by mistake wear a wristwatch, and I was like, so you get it. You have to be intentional about loving yourself so much that people just kind of like love you alongside with you. You cannot get this. I don't know how to explain this further, but you know what I mean. And the author says here that it is difficult to love yourself, especially with when you are filled with negative thought and pressure about your life. And this is true. This happens to almost everybody, including me. So there are times in your life where maybe you had a long list of goals that you were supposed to accomplish, things that you wanted to do with your life, but all of a sudden you're not meeting those goals, and it just feels. There are even times where everything is just going right, all of a sudden it starts going like this, and you don't have a clue what's going on. There's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of negative thought. You are second guessing, you are doubting yourself. Everything is just off. At that point, you have to really sit back and reassess because everything is all in the mind. It's all in your thoughts. It's what is going on upstairs, up here. It's not even real. You get, so you have to sit down and decide, okay, these are the negative thoughts. It's called, what he called it here is the mental loop, where you kind of like sort out the negative thought patterns and the positive thought patterns and see how you can differentiate it. He actually did give steps here for you to be able to, gain your process of self-love, be able to love yourself. The first thing is mental loop, just identifying your thought process, what is going on in your head. You get the positive and the negative. And then through meditation, where you sit back and you're like, just breathe. I used to do that a lot with swimming. So one of the reasons why I like to swim is just in the body of water, and I just try to partially sleep off. It's crazy, but just rest your head on the water and you're not thinking about anything. You're just relaxing. It makes you see that, well, bro, your life is messed up, bro. But I mean, thank God you're alive. It just gives you this, you're just relaxed enough to be able to appreciate what you have so far. Also sort out what you do not have, the negativity, and you just silence some of the voices, and you kind of like revive your life again. And that's what he has listed out here. He also talks about setting a pattern for meditation. So in the goal of meditation in this context is to increase your self-awareness. So when you are all relaxed and you are like, okay, meditate, you relax your mind, you focus on the positive, it makes you more self-aware. You kind of like see all the things that you have done right in the past, all the small achievements or big achievements that you've done, and you're like, okay, this is it. I came from this. It just creates a level of awareness. And when you're aware of yourself, you can love yourself. Because when you're not aware of who you are, it's easy for you to get caught up. So like in the Bible where the prodigal son left his father's house, he got caught up in the whole maze of life, and at some point he literally forgot about himself, who he was. Much later, one day he just wait, what? No, what? No! This is who I am. And he just went back. That self-awareness kind of like helped him, make the move to go back to his root. So that's where this thing comes in. You remember that, I was once a happy person. No, my life is not this bad. You remember all those good times that you've had with yourself, and it kind of puts you back in the mood. So I know this might be a little bit lengthy, and that's just it. So for the meditation, you can use music, calm music. According to the author, he didn't specify the genre. So whatever works for you, even if it's Afrobeat or whatever works for you, just use music to just relax yourself. He talked about, choice of music, you lean against the wall, close your eyes. Me, anyhow I want to. Every time you want to just rock it. And whatever works for you, even if it's standing meditation, I don't know how that works. Swimming meditation, just meditate, close your eyes, just pause all the activities for some time and just reflect on yourself. It's very good for self-awareness. And then he talks about rewiring your brain towards self-love. And according to his recommendation, he is just telling yourself, I love you. I know something that most people do. It's really guys very like love key. So, but then telling yourself, I love you is like the best thing you can do for yourself every day. Because most times you might not get it from other people. Nobody's going to tell you, I love you. Maybe your girlfriend might, your spouse might, but you don't. Why do you have to depend on them to tell you, I love you, for you to feel loved? Why not look at yourself in the mirror and like, oh, bro, You are cute. Damn. I love you, man. You do that for yourself. It will feel awkward the first day, but when you keep doing it, whatever you tell yourself becomes a reality. So you keep telling yourself, bro, I love you. Don't worry, you get through this. It's called, most people call it what? Affirmations, where you write down affirmations and then it's helpful. If you can't really say it to yourself, you're not going to be punchlines like I am. So you just write it down and read to yourself like, oh, bro, you are strong, you're smart, you're courageous. You are a fighter, you are strength. You just say this into yourself, and before you know it, it kind of lifts you up. So you have to just like the whole self-growth journey or detoxification, like every other thing you do, you have to be very intentional about your self-love. You don't leave it to chance. You don't leave it to your spouse. You don't leave it to your friends to be able to tell you, oh, I love you. You take up that full responsibility of telling yourself, I love you, and I want the best for you. So that's just what this book is all about. I'm glad that it's been able to kind of remind me of the fact that I have to take full responsibility of my self-love process. So I hope that you can do the same for yourself. You can write down your affirmations, share with me. I'd like to read it. Maybe if it's been a while that you felt a bit not loved, reach out to me in the comment section. I would send you a video and I tell you I love you because everybody deserves to be loved. And thank you for tuning in. If you're still here, I appreciate you very well. Please subscribe, be a part of this challenge. Journal with me. I'll be sharing more insightful stuff. Sorry, today's one is long, but I just have to share the message the way it is. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. And please subscribe to be a part of this community. I love you, and I know you love me too. And please stay colorful. See you in the next book. Bye.